Good day, mamas. It is Althea, your feng shui coach and expert, back with you, talking about how you can discover your elemental type by calculating your number using the 9-star Chinese astrology key system. And the reason this can be helpful is because it can provide you information about, um, who you are fundamentally, how you are when you feel stressed out, and how others may perceive you. So there are 3 different numbers that can be calculated according to 9-star astrology. And for the next few weeks, I will be talking about what's called your principal number. So that is, at the essence of who you truly are. And this is also helpful if you want to calculate this number for your family members, um, friends, or coworkers. It's another way of understanding how you may be relating to other people in your life, and how your different elemental energies can be in harmony or sometimes be in conflict. And you can start to consider ways of using the elements even to improve the quality of your relationships. But it also just helps in just having a fundamental understanding of why people may be the way that they are. And, it may help you to even relieve some of the judgment that you might have about people and their different personalities. So, these are just some of the reasons to be curious about your elemental type, as well as the elemental types of people that you are surrounded by, who are near and dear to you. Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned before, there are 3 different elemental types. One is called the principle, one is called your character, and that has more to do with how you are when you're feeling stressed or under pressure, or how you were as a child. So for all you moms out there who have children, your children actually have not developed into their principal number yet. They actually don't develop into that number until they're more in their teenage years. So you cannot actually calculate. I mean, you could calculate their principal number, but just know that they haven't fully blossomed into that yet. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And then the other number is the energetic number, the third one. And that has to do with how you are perceived by others, or how you show up in the world. Okay, and so the way that you calculate this number is by adding up all the numbers in your birth year. So I was born in 1980. Okay, so I add 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 0, and that gets me 18, right? And I want to keep adding the numbers until they reach a single digit. So I would go 18, and then I would separate that, and I would say 1 plus 8 equals 9. Okay, and so here's the other caveat, the thing that you need to know. Anybody born between January 1st and February 4th would then subtract. Let's say you're born 1980, you would subtract that number 9. 12 minus 9 would get you your principal number. So then that would be 3, okay? And for me, I was born in May, so anyone born after February 4th would subtract 11 from the number that they got. So I would subtract 11 from 8, and so that would get me number 2. Did I get that right? No, sorry, 11 from 9, and so that would make my principal number 2, which is soil earth. Okay, so let me give you another example. If you take the year 1975, you would add 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5, and then that would get you 22. Then you would add 2 plus 2, which equals 4. And if you're born that year between January and February 4th, then you would subtract um, 12 minus 4. So then that would make your number an 8. Now, if you were born after February 4th, then you would say 11 minus 4, which would make your principal number 7. Okay, so this is how you're going to figure out what principal number you are, and that's also associated with a particular element. And in the next few weeks, I will be describing all nine numbers and their particular elemental qualities. Okay, and so today I will actually go over. I will start with wood, because we always start with the number 3, which is associated with new beginnings. So if you if you did your numbers, you could pause this video and do your number and figure out what principal number you are. And you can do this for people in your family or your friends or anybody that you're curious about, you know, your relationship. How, you know, maybe you're experiencing some sort of conflict and you calculate calculate that person's number to see, get more information about, you know, who they are and maybe what some of the dynamics are between you and that person. So, okay, so I'm going to start with the 3 wood people, and that's the yang wood personality type. And in the I Ching, sorry, it's associated with thunder and new beginnings. And so 3 wood people are very action oriented, they're very driven, they're kind of just go, 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 and they're very entrepreneurial. So, you know, you are the visionaries. You're just really great at kind of taking action, seizing the moments, being a risk taker, and not being afraid of failure, being okay with making mistakes, kind of like that childlike essence, right? That very energetic essence that's willing to try new things, learn new things, lots of ideas, lots of energy. You're very quick to start something, and sometimes you don't like to get caught up in all the details of things because you love the energy of starting something new. And sometimes the follow through, you know, can be more of the challenging aspect of things. But on the flip side, you're also very good at working hard, and also, you know, just very energetic. Sometimes 3 wood people just, you know, they can be athletes. They just love that really young kind of physical exertion. You also, you know, have this ability to be very open and honest, and you can just be full of laughter, full of life, very high spirited. So these are just some of the amazing qualities of all of you 3 wood people. And so stay tuned for more posts this week about 4 wood people and 5 earth people. So I will be posting more videos about all of the 9-star personality types in the next few weeks. And let me know what your principal number is. And if you are a 3 wood, I'd love to know if you identify some of these qualities within yourself. Also, keep in mind that if you don't identify with some of these qualities, you know, we are also sometimes culturally conditioned, whether it's by, you know, our parents or people in our lives, to suppress some of these qualities that are actually within our fundamental nature. So that's also something to keep in mind, that maybe you haven't had the chance, or the, you know, certain times in your life um, you haven't had the freedom to really express who you truly are. And so if you feel like you identify with this 3 wood, but you haven't fully expressed it, that's also something to keep in mind. Like, how were you nurtured, to have this part of your being be suppressed? So anyways, thank you for watching, and I'd love to know your thoughts and how you connect to the 3 wood energy. And as always, have a gorgeous day. Ciao.